a minute because people are always late. Everyone got themselves a grid roller, foam roller, or a selection of towels to roll up? Yeah? Got it? Excellent. And you'll have a dining room chair or something at knee height. Yeah?
Does thigh height count?
Sorry?
Never mind.
Thigh height?
Yeah.
No, it's too high up.
Pardon?
It'll be too tall. It needs to be below your knee. Because you're resting your hamstring on it.
Great. I need to get a chair then.
Hence why I put in the high maintenance.
Oh wait, it's okay.
You good?
In a box.
Perfect. All right, cool. All right, so we are going to be doing a lot of stuff today on hip flexors, and then we've got a nice long stretch at the end of this. Yeah, I've got stuff for. Cool. So if you have a light band, like a orange or a red band, that'll be useful today for the final stretch, but you don't need it. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to warm up the hips a little bit with some little lunges. Okay. So let's take a little step back. Such a long way back. All right, so we take a big lunge forward with that left foot. Bring that left hand to the ground by the foot, and we're just going to rotate through, reach up to the ceiling. Come back down. Oh, excellent. And again, reach up. Oh. Back down. Okay, one more big one and reach up. Back down. We come into a plank and we'll just change feet. So right foot forward, right hand on the floor. Bring that left hand up to the ceiling. Back down. And up. Back down. And down. There you go. All right, one last one, one big one, and up. Back down. We're going to change again, so left foot forward. Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to relax into that stretch, pull that chest through, big breath, and you're going to squeeze your bum as hard as you can for a count of 5, all right? Ready? Big breath and squeeze. 3, 4, 5, relax. And again. Okay, so I want you to have, if you look at the back here, I'm on my toe, okay? So I want your big toe pushing into the floor so your knee is almost coming off the floor. Then we're going to take a big breath and we're going to squeeze that bum again. Ready? And squeeze. Relax. One last one, then we change legs. Big breath in and squeeze. Hold this a little bit longer. Keep squeezing. And relax. Change legs.
Dale, you look like you're in prison. That's exactly what I was about to say.
You think this little area is bad? You should see Cindy.
I don't actually have any retort. It does look like in prison, yeah.
All right.
Poor choice of order.
Big breath and squeeze. 4, 5, relax. Dig that back big toe into the floor so your knee almost lifts up off the floor. And squeeze. And relax. Okay. Big breath. This is the longer one. Dig that toe in, big breath, and squeeze. And relax. All right. Cool. So that's a little warm up. What we're going to do now is a really nice gentle stretch. All right. So I'll just run you through this quickly. and then we'll get into it. You're going to need your grid roller or your bolster. And I'm going to sit this so it is just the top of my bum, right in the small of my back. All right. From here, I'm going to go over the top so that it supports my butt. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest. I'm going to pull the left knee to the chest, straighten the right leg, and then we're going to bring the right hand overhead. And we're going to hold that. All right. So let's give that a go. Get that grid roller into the small of your back, or your selection of rolled up towels. I reckon a fully grown anaconda would be about the right size. So bring those knees up to your chest. Put the hands around the left knee, pull it to your chest, straighten that right leg, and let that weight pull down towards the ground. And then we're going to bring the right hand overhead. We're just going to hold that. Try to keep the knee locked out, so don't bend the knee. Keep that locked out, point the toes, and just gradually let that pull that hip flexor into a nice, gentle stretch. Okay, bring the knee back to the chest. Pull the right knee in. Straighten out that left leg. Left hand overhead. And relax. Okay, knee to the chest. Change sides again. So, left knee to the chest. Right leg out straight. Right hand overhead. Okay, knees to chest. Left leg out. Left hand overhead. Both knees for chest. We're going to make this a little bit more intense now. So pull that left knee for chest, right leg out, and we're going to squeeze the bum as tight as you can on that right side, and then bring that right hand overhead, and we're going to hold that position. Don't let that left knee drift, keep pulling it in tight. And more seconds. Hold that position and let that right knee bend. Bring the right foot to the floor. And then pull the left knee in tight again. Right leg to chest. So, pull that right knee in tight, left leg out, point the toe, left hand overhead, let's squeeze that left butt cheek. Slight bend of the left leg, let the left foot come to the floor, and then pull that knee in tight. Knees to your chest. Cool. So from here, we're going to bring both hands overhead, lay them on the floor. We're going to extend both legs at the same time. And we're going to keep them straight, and I want you just to hover them just over the floor, just off the floor. You have to brace your abs to keep yourself in position. There we go. Knees back up and back up. Ooh. Okay. So this is the fun bit where you're going to need that chair. Okay. So I'll show you what we're going to do first. Chair. All right. So this is going to be support for the hamstring. Good Lord, I can't see a thing staring at that light the whole time. And what we're going to do, we're going to step through. Obviously, I can step through this. If you don't, you can step across, obviously. But what we want is this seat supporting the hamstring. Right. So we step through. Left foot is going to be fully on the floor, nice and braced. I want pretty much a straight line from the knee to the ankle. We're going to come into a lunge position here. Keep that back leg straight. Let the weight of the chair, let the chair take your weight. We're going to brace ourselves and we're going to sit up, squeeze that butt and lean back into the stretch. All right. So it's going to be quite a long stretch. So grab yourselves a chair, get yourselves in position. Okay. Excellent. If you find the thing that you've got is a little bit too high, you can place a book or something underneath your foot. All right. So we're in position. Come into that really long lunge. Yeah. And we're going to squeeze the butt, drive the hips through. If you've got something to hold on to on the chair, you can use that to brace and push yourself further into this stretch. And we're going to really pull the hips under. So you're trying to pull them through, squeezing that butt. All right, I'm going to hold this. So, we're going to hold this for a couple of minutes. Get a nice gentle stretch in that hip flexor. Okay. Okay, so we've got a minute left. So if you want to get a little bit more of a stretch, you can bring the same hand as the leg up overhead and just get a little bit of a lean back. Just 10 more seconds. Relax. Cool. So bring yourself carefully out of this. Ooh. We're going to swap sides. I'm just going to turn this around. Cool. All right, we're ready. So let's step through. Push that back leg as far away as you can onto the toe. And we're going to lean back, squeeze that butt, push the hips through. All right, we're halfway, so we can bring that left hand up, lean back. Ten more seconds. Come on out. Excellent. Drop your chair to the side. We're going to need that again later. All right. So we're going to be doing some pigeon stretch variations next. Okay. Let me bring this down here. Hi. Okay, cool. So for this, if you are really, really tight, that grid roller you've got, you can pop under your butt on one side. All right. So if we're coming into a pigeon stretch here and you're really tight, you can pop that under your bum and still get a decent stretch. All right, and support it. So what we're going to do, come onto all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your chest, sorry, knees under your hips. All right. From here, bring that left knee up so it is right between your feet, your hands, sorry. Shut up, Kai. Let that right foot come out slightly, and we're just going to drop the hips towards the floor. So the foot should be really close to the body. Lean to the left, weight onto your butt cheek, and we're going to bring that foot out so you have about a 45-degree angle from the shin. All right, then we're going to rotate back in. Should feel that stretch coming more into the outside of your glutes now. And you can really squeeze that butt to get more of a hip flexor stretch in the right. Excellent. And lean over onto the left. But further forward, so you have basically a 90-degree angle at the knee, so your shin is right in front of you. It'd be much harder to get into a full stretch this way, so what we're going to do is you're just going to roll your hips around until you can start to feel that stretch. All right, you don't have to be all the way through to get into it. You can still get a good stretch as long as you're actively rotating your hips down towards the floor. Okay. Relax. All right, we're going to do one slightly weirder version of this now. I'm just going to turn my back on you. Okay, so in our pigeon stretch, we're normally here with a straight leg. What I want you to do is bring that knee up onto the floor there. All right, here, and then from there, we're going to try and rotate round into that stretch. Okay, make sure it's a gentle stretch. You'll see the difference. Anybody confused? Put your hand up.
Is your front leg still at 90 degrees?
No, we're bringing that front leg back in. Okay.
Is it a different leg forwards?
No, I've just turned around. It's the same leg forward. So it's your left leg forward. Instead of having that right leg straight out behind you, you're going to bend at the knee and rotate it down to the floor here. So you should feel yourself coming into this position, and you're trying to pull those hips through to get that stretch. All right. There and through. You should feel that coming in on that right hip a lot. You're getting that? Should be quite uncomfortable.
You uncomfy there as well?
And relax.
Not bad. Not
Cool.
bad.
Straighten out that back leg now. Okay, we're going to change sides. So, right knee forward between the hands, and then we'll slide that foot out slightly so you can bring your butt down to the floor. Straighten out the left leg behind you. And over onto the butt, put out to 45 degrees, roll back in.
Move, you bastard.
Onto the butt again, bring that foot out so the leg is straight. Take in. And relax. Bring that right foot back in tight, and you're going to bend that left leg and let it drop down to the right here. Okay, onto the floor, and rotate round. And relax. All right. Pigeon stretch nonsense. So we're going to warm up our adductors a little bit here, and then you might need that chair again. We're going to do a supported little straddle stretch, lateral lunge as well. Okay. So what we're going to do, lock out the Cossack squat for now. We're going to have that chair in front of us here. An angle. Okay, bring it nice and close to your body, and you let that chair support your weight as you drop your feet out to the side in a straddle. Can you all see that? And then we're supporting our weight on the chair. Okay. So grab the chair. Bring the chair as close to you as you can, so there's no chance of it falling over. Lock out those arms and let those feet drift out to the side. Okay. Don't go too deep, just a gentle stretch to start off with. We're going to go deeper in a minute. If you want to increase that stretch, squeeze the butt, pull the hips forwards. Walk those feet back in. Okay. We're going to move the chair over to the left foot. All right. So keep your body where it is, move that chair to the left. And we're going to use this chair to support our weight, bend that left leg so we can come into that lateral lunge position here. All right. It's just that left leg bent. Right leg should be straight. You can come down at bend of the hip if you have to. Keep that chest up and squeeze the butt to increase the stretch. We're not going too deep. Come up to a straddle again. And we can move that over to the right foot. And then bend that right leg. Watch the straddle. Back over to the left foot. We can let that foot drift out a little further if you want, but make sure you have your weight supported on this chair so you don't slip out. Back to the straddle, over to the right. And again. Keep that butt squeeze, drive the hips forward to get more of a stretch. Okay, back to the straddle. And put the weight in that straddle, quite a high straddle to start off with. Give those hips a little shake. And slowly let those feet drift out. Keep that chest up for me as much as you can. So I want as much as your body weight as possible into your arms. Your legs are stretching, but it doesn't have your whole body weight pulling you down into it. Okay, and let's walk those feet back in slowly. So, if you're inflexible, you can keep hold of that chair, but we're going to move on to doing the straddle without the chair now, but you can keep hold of it as a safety blanket or just to keep you safe, all right? If you feel comfortable going into a straddle without it, we're going to come down to the floor. Oh, I don't have enough room. I'm going to move the skeleton. Excuse me while I move the skeleton. Oh, no, I put him out of his stand. All right. So, you can either have that chair as your support, or you can come down with your hands on the floor. Okay, and we're going to drift out, not to a full stretch just yet. I want you still supporting your weight. Let those feet drift out a little bit more if you want. You can bring those toes up to face the ceiling. 10 more seconds. And out you come. If you're close to the floor, sit down. Otherwise, walk your feet in and gradually bring yourself back up. All right. So one more stretch to do. It's a nice, long, gentle stretch. If you have a light band, green band, not green band, orange band, red band, something like that, or a completely exploded band, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch against the wall. And we're going to let the weight of our butt pull us down into this stretch. So I'll show you 2 versions of this, hopefully, if we can see. All right, so if you don't have a band, we're going to get fairly close to the wall. We're going to put a foot onto the wall here, and then our other foot is going to go up on the knee there, and then our butt is hovering off the floor, and my right hand is supporting my right knee. Can you see that? Here. Stop that knee folding in, and then the weight of my butt is going to drop down towards the floor for that stretch. If you have a band, then you can double it over, wrap it around your hamstring, put your foot through it, and then you can use that band to basically pull the leg in. All right, but both versions work just as well. All right. So you can see that there for the banded version. Okay. So we're going to be holding this for 3 minutes aside. All right. Ready? Oh, broke my band. Never mind. Don't need it. So, in nice and tight. Up into that stretch. Support that leg and let the weight of your body pull you down into that stretch. And just hold it. Huh. Is it a good thing or a bad thing if a carrion crow lands on your windowsill and is looking at you? Anybody? Probably good, right?
Is it tapping to get in?
No, it's just looking at me. Probably...
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah? All right. They're a good
Did it
omen.
wink at you?
Sorry?
Did it wink at you or just look?
It's difficult to tell. Their eyes are on the side of their head. All right, we're halfway through. This one should be sort of very gently burny. It shouldn't be painful. Okay, just 20 seconds left on this side. All right, so let's come out of that stretch, straighten out that right leg. Just let that rest up on the wall for a second. Okay, we'll shake out, right foot on the wall, left foot on the knee. If you're using a band, I'll give you a few seconds to adjust. I know it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Glute stretch, pun intended. All right, fidgeting done. Excellent. So, 3 minutes. All right, we're coming into that last minute. Okay, let's straighten out that left leg. There we go. And elegantly bring yourself off the wall. Cool. All right, guys, that's us for tonight. If you've got any questions, I've got a couple minutes to hang around afterwards. Otherwise, enjoy your newfound flexibility. Wednesday, you will require a mobility ball. All right. If you don't have one, there's you can get them through the shop on the members hub, or just message Abuse at Vivian. All right. Cool. All right, guys.
Thanks.
Well, Wednesday.
Okay.
Toodles.
Good, good, good.